Hello and welcome to another Ask Kev Anything, the show in which you ask me the questions and I try to give you the answers. Well, for the most part anyway. So sit down, stick around, and enjoy. So the first question here, I'm going to start this off with this question. It's from I'm a Stupid Fuck. And he writes, "Hello, Kev-a-Lantern." Yes, the Kev-a-Lantern. The green power of the green screen. Awesome. He writes, "I've noticed that in your information about yourself on your channel, it says that you hope to someday write comics or have your own television segment. What profession do you have right now, and are you making your way into the business of either television or comics?" Well, currently, I'm not really doing much in the television or comic industry, or anything of that, except for basically making videos, but I don't think I'm doing television-wise. Comics? No, I'm not doing anything really. There is actually something, people have written in to me, sending their tell me about their art and all that for the comic books, and I had actually posted before in another Ask Kev Anything that I wanted people to send me their art and all that, because I actually kind of been writing something, I guess. I've written a lot of stuff, and I've started writing again for a new possible comic, and I'm going to throw this in there right now. If you have good art, and you're interested in teaming up with good old DCompose here and getting a comic book together. It might just be a web comic book for now, but who knows? Might get picked up. We've got over 8,000 subscribers, so already there, we got some little following that might actually read this thing, hopefully. So what I've done, I've opened up a new email account called Comic Search at AskKevAnything.com. So if you have any, because I know people were writing in and sending me links to art and all that, but it's all mixed up in my Ask Kev Anything questions. And if you see exactly what my inboxes look like, because I get a lot of questions, and some of it might get lost in a shuffle, the comic book art. So what I want you guys to do is send me a link to your comic book art. If you're interested, send it to Comic Search at AskKevAnything.com. And I'll take a look. I need somebody who's professional. I need somebody who can do things on a timely manner. I need somebody who's good with deadlines. And I also need somebody that I can actually go in and video remote with. You gotta have a webcam or something like that, you know what I mean? I need to be able to talk to you once in a while, so we can discuss things. Because I know finding somebody locally is probably a long shot, being in New Brunswick, Canada. So finding somebody, from abroad might work out. Because just look at Mark Miller and John Romita Jr. That worked out just fine with Kick-Ass. So, yeah. So I'm all about finding somebody from abroad, too. So, if you can draw, you like to draw, you're good at drawing, and you like to maybe draw, one of my future comics, probably going to start with some one-shot type deals, like traded paperback-ish. Just like the one-shots, and then maybe move on to an actual series. I got a few ideas, so anyways, Comic Search at AskKevAnything.com. Send your emails. Next question is from, and if anybody wants to give me a gig on TV or in a movie, please do. I'm open. Next one is from Spider Noob, and he writes, "I'm doing a literary 5-part Spider-Man series, considering that I can't draw." So just kind of in the same boat I am. Interesting. He says, he's been more or less a Spider-Man fan. He's loved Spider-Man for years, and but he's never gotten a subscription. He pretty much just read what I can get my hands on. My knowledge on the subject composes of small stacks of Spider-Man comics, the 1990s TV show, and the most recent Spectacular Spider-Man show. So that brings me to my questions. Who are the key people in Spider-Man comics right now? Key people in Spider-Man comics right now. I guess you got Spider-Man. Kind of got Ben Reilly bumping in and out. I guess J. Jonah Jameson, Aunt May, Jonah's father. And he writes, who's the president of Marvel Universe? Well, the president of Marvel Universe is the president of the United States in our universe, Barack Obama. Who's the mayor of New York? The mayor of New York is J. Jonah Jameson. Yep, Spidey's old boss. Good old J. Jonah. He's the mayor of New York. He says, I feel such a noob right now, but please have mercy. Don't worry about it. I'm here to answer the questions. I don't judge. Next question is from Ride to Lightning, and he says, recently Marvel announced a new Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which will include 4 Spider-Man universes. So far, they have announced the traditional Amazing Universe and the Noir Universe. My question is, what do you think of the Noir comics? I've actually never read the Spider-Man Noir series, to be totally truthful with you. I just haven't had time. I got so many comics to read as it is that I just didn't read it. I think somebody else had mentioned that what were my thoughts on the 2 other universes that I think should be in it. And I think my thoughts are pretty well going to be what the consensus is. I think everybody else is thinking the same thing, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw my opinion in there anyways. Spider-Man 2099 and the Spider-Man Ring universe. So, you know, seeing the old villains and all that Spider-Man Ring would be kind of cool. Seeing the villains in the 2099 atmosphere would be cool too, so I think those 2 universes should be the 2 other universes in this new game. Next question is from Adam, and he writes, hey Kev, I'm sure you have been asked, but I haven't seen you talk about it yet. What do you think of the Kick-Ass movie that's coming out soon? Happy with the movie coming out. Haven't seen it yet. Actually going to go see it on Friday when it comes out where I live. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks cool. The series was very good. I was pushing the series after issue 1 came out, if you remember in one of my old videos, which actually Mark Miller linked on his website, saying that this guy was awesome. Me! Mark Miller said that I was awesome. Which is cool. I like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. So yeah. Yeah. Next question is from #1 Deadpool fan. He says, just a minor thing originally. Deadpool was an American, not a Canadian. But overall, your Deadpool 101 was very accurate. Sorry to burst your bubble, #1 Deadpool fan. I said this before. I'll say it again. Deadpool is a Canadian. Now, you may think for some odd reason he's not a Canadian. I don't really know why. Nothing has ever pointed to him being an American in any comic that I've ever read of him. If you want proof, I mean, he actually just went for fun. I went to Marvel.com. And I said, frig it, I'm typing Deadpool. See what they say. See what their take is. And they even say in birthplace, undisclosed location in Canada. So, who am I going to believe? #1 Deadpool fan? Or Marvel? #1 Deadpool fan, Marvel. #1 Deadpool fan, Marvel Comics. So, Deadpool's #1 fan, or the people that actually write the story? I gotta go with Marvel on this one. Sorry, man. You might be right. I mean, maybe Marvel's wrong. I don't know. But, I'm just razzing you. But he is Canadian. Wolverine's Canadian. Get over it. All the cool muties are Canadian. Gotta love it. Next question is from Joker101, and he writes, hi DCompose, do you still watch the Spectacular Spider-Man series? If you do, it's cool, but I think it got cancelled, or maybe it did not. Will you be sad if it did? Well, it did get cancelled. And I don't care if they've officially cancelled it yet, because last I checked, like last year, it wasn't officially over. But you can pretty well say this series is canned. Unless the DVDs sell an incredible amount, like Family Guy did, we're not going to see the series again. And it's a shame. It was a very good series. But with that said, since they did do such a good series, maybe they'll have a better series next time around. Who knows? But yeah, no. Kaput. It's dead. Yeah. Or at least until we get the new Spider-Man movie, which will most likely suck hardcore. Yeah, and maybe we'll get another anime series. Maybe we'll get Jacob and Edward to voice Morbius and Man-Wolf in it. If we're lucky. Next question from Tony, and he writes, "Hi Kev, I've been a Spider-Man fan for over 30 years, but since Brand New Day, the character totally sucks ass. I would love to hear your opinion on this matter, in particular the story arc from the previous 12 months of Amazing Spider-Man." Well, Tony, I've documented it on a few videos what I thought about, the whole reboot. What I will say is that I'm not going to give away too much here. There is a video coming out very soon about what I think about the state of Spider-Man is right now, currently. In the last story, I was probably for about the last year. So I'm not going to ruin that here. I'm going to wait till I do a nice video where I can actually sit down, have the time I want to talk about it. So, to answer your question, the answer is coming. What do I think of it? It's coming. Stay tuned. Next question from Matt. He says, "Hey Kev, I started reading comics last month and started with Blackest Night and Green Lantern. And I'm going to read The Flash when it comes out in April." Flash has been out since the 60s or 50s. Just wanted to know if there's anything you would recommend to me. Well, if you're reading Green Lantern, I would probably read the whole Emerald Twilight series just because it was neat and it kind of ties into what's going on now. That'd be cool. If you read The Flash, anything with Eobard Thorne, a.k.a. Professor Zoom, a.k.a. Reverse Flash, one of the coolest villains, but definitely the coolest Flash villain, probably one of the coolest villains in the DC universe, at least one of my favorites, Reverse Flash. He was fucking awesome. So if you're reading Flash, read anything with him in it, and you're more than likely going to get a good story. Next question is from Sky4755, and he writes, what was the first character that wasn't a real life human that you ever masturbated to? Interesting question. Interesting. And just to show that, I don't pick and choose, questions, that'll sound good or look good in the video or anything like that. Actually show, I'm randomly picking these questions and I'm answering to them right now. I haven't rehearsed any answers for these things. I just come in front of the camera and I do it, because that's the way I do it. That's the way, this is how I do it. So yeah. So what's the first non-human person thing I ever masturbated to? That'd be the shark in Jaws. Bruce the shark in Jaws. Fuck, I love that shark. Yeah. Actually, sorry to burst your bubble, but I've never masturbated to a non-person before. I'm not one of those people that, watch Beast Wars and got off on Black Arachnia, or fucking got off of watching Alf, thinking I was going to fuck a few male Machians, shit like that. It's not what I do. There's too many beautiful women in the world to even contemplate doing that. But if you did, cool. Good for you. Like I said, Black Arachnia, I hear people with, Jessica Rabbit from Roger Rabbit, shit like that. I mean, not me. Not me. I likes my women human. So yeah. But nice question nonetheless. Next question is from Tito. And I think Tito left a word out here. Tito left a word out here. I don't know if Jermaine was bothering him at the time, but Tito left a word out here. I think so anyway. It says, "Kev, help me out. I accidentally... my girlfriend. What should I do?" Okay, Tito. What did you accidentally do to your girlfriend? The word's missing. It's not there. I accidentally... nothing. My girlfriend. Depending on what you did. it would change the course of my answer to you. Did you accidentally have sex with your girlfriend? Did you kind of like, you know, slip, fall on her, you know, like, oh, look at that, I'm in. Like, is that what happened? Or, you know, like, what exactly happened? Did you accidentally shoot your girlfriend? Like, is she there right now laying on the floor and you're waiting for me to come back with an answer? And you didn't even ask the full question. I need to know, what did you do to your girlfriend? Because I don't know, man. I don't know. It's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. It's crazy shit. So, yeah, depending on what you did, answers may vary. Next question is from Johnny. And he writes, what are your thoughts on Bryan Singer, the director of the first two X-Men, directing the upcoming X-Men First Class? I think it's a good idea for Bryan to go back to directing X-Men, because Superman wasn't his thing. Yeah. The new Superman movie, what a letdown. That was a letdown, seriously. I mean, the guy's holding an island made out of the only thing that can kill him. An island made of it. Yet he still survives. What the hell's up with that? Why is he having a kid? Like, fuck, seriously, like, who wrote this shit? You know, I feel bad for Singer to be associated with that. Obviously, Singer's more apt at directing movies with multiple characters in it. You know, like the X-Men movies, which is perfect. You know, I don't mind Singer taking over First Class and taking over X-Men 4, 5, 6, 7, 20. It's fine. I think he'll do a good job. Because he proved himself before that he could do the job. So I'm happy with that. Next question is from Duncan. And, actually, this is our last question. Last question from Duncan. From Duncan, he writes, could I ask you to do a Hulk 101? But one that covers, I already did a Hulk 101. But one that covers all the different colored Hulks. Oh, okay. Green, red, gray, purple, blue clovers, blue horseshoes, yellow diamonds. All the stuff. I guess there's a lot of info to put across there, so maybe you could do a series. One video, one Hulk. Thanks. Well, Duncan, I've toyed with the idea to do Green Hulk versus Gray Hulk. You know, I kind of like to do that. Red Hulk, I don't even want to touch that shit. And I'll tell you why. If you've read the fucking Red Hulk, you know that Marvel pushed this shit in the beginning. You're like, oh my god, Red Hulk. Who's the Red Hulk? Who's the Red Hulk? And that was a whole fucking gimmick. Was who's the Red Hulk? Who's the Red Hulk? You're like, holy fuck, who's the Red Hulk? Oh shit, who's the Red Hulk? You're reading this shit, you know. And it looks so obvious that it's going to be Doc Samson. It is going to be the Red Hulk. You know, when you're reading it and you're like, okay, Red Hulk, Red Hulk, Red Hulk. And you're like, okay, who's this? Okay, the Abomination. Well, maybe he's Abomination. Okay, Abomination. Oh, Abomination's dead now. We keep reading this shit. You know what I mean? And then, okay, after the first series is done, you still don't know who the Red Hulk is. So that's when I told myself, you know what? You didn't deliver on nothing, so I'm not going to fucking read the rest of this shit. So I read the initial Red Hulk series and I stopped. Lo and behold, later on, one of my friends tells me, says, Kevin, he says, did you ever find out who the Red Hulk was? And I was like, no, I gave up after the first series because I was too pissed off. And he said, I can tell you who it is. I'm like, who is it? And he told me. And I couldn't fucking believe that Marvel did that. For those of you who don't know yet, you know, you can stop this video, fast forward a bit. But the Red Hulk is nobody. He's fucking nobody. He's not any of those characters. He's something totally different. Like a self-made fucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Seriously? Seriously? You promoted bullshit for months? Telling me about this fucking Red Hulk was coming? Who's the Red Hulk? Who's the Red Hulk? Big question, who's the Red Hulk? Who's the Red Hulk? And you're telling me, who's the Red Hulk? He's nobody! Ha ha! Fuck you, reader! Oh, man, I was fucking... I'm so glad I didn't keep reading that shit. I'd be so fucking pissed off. You know, I did get suckered into the first series, I guess. But, yeah. That's kind of like the whole Superman thing, you know, when they were saying somebody big in Superman's coming back. Somebody big in Superman's coming back. Oh my god, somebody big's coming. Oh my god, who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? Boom, it was Crypto! The fucking dog! Woo! Way to hook your readers! Alright. I'm done. That's it for Ask Kev Anything. Remember, keep going to my website, www.askkev anything.com, to support the Great White Dream. If you have comic book art that you want to show to me, comic search at askkev anything.com, email me a link. And, yeah, that's about it, I guess. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So until next time, guys, take care. Later.